dificultăți tehnice, ignorați ceea ce se petrece, bucurați-vă de priveliște, că o să... Adică nu, să vă puneți împreună stamina, dopamină, rezistență psihică, pentru că cam asta o să-ți apară în față. Aha, v-a speriat. Bine, revin imediat. A True Story of Love. De unde până unde reiese asta? Cabana, da. No. Bine v-am regăsit la încă o live pe canalul meu cu continuarea din seria Slay the Princess, deși nu știu de ce am zis serie, că nu știu dacă o să fie serie, poate fac al doilea episod nou, că mi-a plăcut foarte mult și abia aștept să continui mai departe și să mă râd de vocile la interiorele mele. Dar înainte de asta, încă e cald! 38 de grade afară de când am venit, au fost 38 de grade și acum cred că sunt undeva la 33 de grade. Am vrut să zic la soare, dar nu-i soare, undeva cred că 30 de grade. Oh, și încă e tot cald. Am ajuns în casă, m-am spălat de 2 ori pe față, nimic, tot transpiram. A 3-a oră, nimic, tot transpiram. A 4-a oră, nimic. Efectiv, am stat jos și m-am liniștit timp de 10 minute. Și după aia n-am mai transpirat. Vai. Dar eu ne-am adus prietenul meu de nădejde, am adus înapoi lanternuța mea, ca să fie șmecherie pe felie, să jucăm un joc horror, să ne speriem. Stare curios dacă o să mă speriu acum, dacă e timp de noapte. Este beznă în casă. Da, berea și mă îmbăt. Oare ce se întâmplă? Mă speriu mai tare, mă iau de ea? Încep să poziția? Și pentru că eu sunt genul de persoană care bea bere și se face foame, i-am adus și un cornuleț. Așa că dacă fac undeva un sau un nu pot mai tare de atât, în fine, să înțelegeți de unde s-a auzit. În fine, hai să mergem mai departe, dăm lot game, că nu există continuu, și mergem la povestea noastră cu cele 3 voci. Bă, într-un fel parcă mi s-a ridicat. Am vrut să zic și la spinări mi s-a ridicat. The voice of contain, there's no difference between fine and not fine, it's just going on and on. But that doesn't make sense, I only remember being here twice before this. And some of you don't seem to remember being here at all. Was I here those other time? Did someone else make the decision?
What does here even mean if you really think about it?
Adică...
Shut up! You're here.
Stop on.
Every single time. You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order.
A pecking order? Așa, am înțeles, optimistul.
And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged. You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget.
What I will give to be able to forget. Să-mi bat picea, că nu înțeleg ce vă amintiți voi.
I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
A shame, really. Îmi place de tine, Voice of Cold. O să te țin în inimioara mea. If I don't remember what I did, then I couldn't have been me that did it. What if we don't go to the cabin? Can you make sense of them? Exact.
There's nothing worth making sense of. They're clearly all traumatized.
Zice naratorul de toate vocerile mele.
You aren't. We break apart, and you stay the same.
Oh.
Yeah. What's your secret? Why can you break the rules when we can't?
Cheated.
Don't think about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it that much harder for you to slay her.
Ați văzut, cornul, nu cinstit. Nu v-ați putut speria. Mi s-a făcut foame, am băut 2 pahare, deja mi s-a făcut foame.
Maybe you're shattered in your own way.
Ah, vrei să zici de narrator sau de mine?
Are you your memories? Or are you the one perceiving the present moment?
Bună întrebare.
Ugh, here you go philosophizing again. It never goes anywhere. Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I? Who even cares? They're good questions, great questions even, but they don't have any answers. Able to stand in quivering torment.
Voice of the Haunted.
It doesn't matter what we do, because we always find her, and if we don't find her, she always finds us.
Huh? No, asta e bună chestia. Deci dacă nu o găsim, întotdeauna ne găsește ea pe noi. Ha.
And then she smashes us into smaller pieces. If you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago.
Stop feeling.
Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence them.
Da, exact, dacă nu ne duce la cap.
We've tried that.
Serios? Când?
It doesn't work.
Ah, te-a mers în spate?
Our
Atunci?
hearts always brought us back to her. The deck is stacked. So many paths, and they're all circles.
I don't feel so disheartened.
I don't care how you feel. You have to slay her. You have to pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it. You're lucky you haven't been stuck here like the rest of them. There's no other way to keep going. You either need to forget or you need to stop feeling much of anything. They can't do either.
Huh?
He's not wrong. He's the only smart one left, if you ask me.
I knew it! I knew it! The voice of God, you are being my heart.
He's worse than her.
He's worse than her? Am înțeles. Come stay here.
You do nothing.
Exact.
You can't just do nothing. You have to do something.
Nah.
That's a new one. Huh. Do you think it'll work? No. Nothing ever works.
Ah.
Boo! You're the worst one.
Bă, voice of opportunist. Vai, ce ne-a făcut mie. Am crezut că e voice of optimist, dar am citit greșit. Ah, deci eu sunt al mai rău dintre toți?
He's not the one who got us into this mess.
Păi și voi vreți?
At least I keep you breathing around her.
At least I keep you breathing around her. Ah, poftim! Și tu, voice of paranoid! Stai un pic, și tu vrei să te întâlnești cu ea? Poftim?
See? That's why the sad one's the worst. The jumpy one tries. Who cares? All of you just yap about nothing.
Exact, yap about nothing, iar îmi iau evantaiul meu.
And that kind of attitude is why you're in the top half. Great.
Great!
And that's why you're not the top. I want to see what nothing does for us. Right now, all of you aren't letting nothing happen. Hopefully this stuffs all the rest of them someplace quiet. You need me, and you need to not have them.
Exact.
Killed by himself?
He'll get... Ah, ce? Voice of Haunted. He will get you killed by his...
Oh, all of us have gotten all the rest of us killed at one point or another. That's hardly even a concern now.
Exact.
As the little voices bicker amongst themselves, you do your best to stay still in the woods. It is difficult, and the more time you spend waiting, the harder it will be to sharpen your focus when you need it. I wonder what we look like right now. Are we standing? Sitting? I like to think we have an air of dignity.
Oh, super.
My point exactly.
Continue to do nothing.
Congratulations. You continue to waste everyone's time and do nothing.
Yay.
Wait, can you still hear me? It's getting...
Iarăși.
Ha! It's our turn to flip the table.
Start to flip the table.
This is the end, isn't it?
Everything is wrong.
Ah. Am mai trecut
What
pe
is
aici.
that twisting feeling? We're so small.
Am mai trecut pe aici.
I don't think we're supposed to be here.
Bă, acum toată lumea de ce se sperie? Pentru că am mai trecut pe aici, nu mă mai țineți minte din lumea precedentă.
Just another bout of nonsense.
Again.
Again. I can't think anymore. Finally, I've just needed to leave for so long.
I have just needed to leave from so long.
I thought I would last without them. I thought I was special.
Ah.
Well, it looks like this was a good idea. Something new is happening. Well done. Brilliant even. Right? Guys?
Guys? Guys? Guys! Oh no. The war around noise are known as the physical matter replaced by the texture of the nautic. Jur că s-a mai avut odată. This other sound așa, undoing the hands of the need. Ah. Let's wish dwelling the empty space contract across the edge of your mind again. She is furious. Betrayal. Ha, dar eu cu ce? Every door you close on me is a door you close on yourself. Do you want to linger here at wind with a creature you thought to hate you forever? Eternity never end. Cold spy, our affinity thing, something less. I hate you, 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 I hate you. Okay. Ow! Hey!
You're on a path.
Nu trebuie să fii chiar așa de rea cu
And
mine.
at the end of that path, you're here to slay her. If you don't,
What are you talking about?
I'm talking... Don't linger on the specifics.
Jur că l-am mai
Look,
întrebat.
you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. While I appreciate the mental exercise, we nevertheless, and before you decide to waste causality, it's no use arguing some unless, of course.
Okay, I'm sorry, let's get this over. Așa, okay, thanks from the enemy. Sweet, I have only wanted silence. Continue to the cabin. Ha! Nu mai am opțiunea aia care...
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Oh, if only... I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance, though, like I said. Are you... Of course, I mean... Yes.
Astăzi la fel.
See.
That to her, if she's a bad, as you say she it, maybe I will slay her, but I'm not commit to anything until I have to change to meet her face to face. Huh, I know. Okay, I'm sold. Fine, I'll let you go.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But, a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Da, ca
And
de
each
trecută.
and every one of us is so sure. Go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the
De data asta nu, sunt optimist. De data asta sunt optimist Și
The
nu este
interior
nevoie
of the
de
cabin is
cuțit.
almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted. The blade is your implement. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase. Her voice softly
Hello? Is someone there?
is hypnotizing.
Hmm,
It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
poftim? De când dintr-o dată mă hipnotizează?
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Just checking in on you. I'm here to save. I'm here to save you, lie. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you.
You must have the wrong address.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Oricum nu aveam cuțitul.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to
Hai, mai
She's
zi,
beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Exact. Voice of hero. Ha.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains?
Deci atunci au fost... Se credea monarhă și nu știu ce șmecherosă, bengoasă. Și am lăsat-o închisă în pivniță, nu i-am făcut nimic, n-am salvat-o, nici n-am omorât-o. I see what I can do. N-o să încerc direct.
Okay.
Da, prima dată vorbim, doamnă. Prima dată vorbim. Așa. What's your name? I don't know anything about you. From all I know, you are locked down here from a reason. Exact. Asta e partea logică care trebuie să...
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason.
Deci care e reason-ul?
I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up
Nu
with.
pot să zic, am o persoană tâmpită care îmi vorbește în urechea mea și îmi zice tot omoară, omoară. Te rog, spune-mi ce cu persoana aia, poți să o controlezi tu, că eu nu mai suport. I wasn't kidding when I say I was sent here to kill you. If I'm the first person you have seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? Și aia e o întrebare bună. What are you going to do if I let you out here? Am zic asta că I wasn't kidding.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
I think?
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
Ha,
That's... How long has she been locked away?
exact.
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
What are you going to do if I let you down here? If you told or not, I was hoping you to tell me. No, but I'm sure they have the reason to keep așa. No, which is why I don't think you are actually danger. Huh. I have been told enough? No, I was hoping you to tell me.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
Exact.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
Ha!
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
What? At the end of the day, whatever the two of us has going on down here is about trust.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
Vrei să mă fac detectiv? Bine, o să-ți pun
She has a
întrebările
point.
perfecte.
We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Ai foarte mare dreptate. S-ar putea ca vocile mele interioare să fie oamenii care încercau să te omoare.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
What's your name? If I'm the first person, hai să întrebăm.
Oh,
Prea complicat?
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
De ce eviți? Și data trecută mi-ai evitat întrebarea. Cu cine ești tu? Data trecută ai fost foarte royal, iar acum ești foarte blândă. Și tot nu-mi răspunzi cine ești.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
So, is your princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird.
Da.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade and slay her before it's too late.
Ultima întrebare. If I'm the first person you have seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
Cum adică este hardly relevant? Vrei să zici că... What?
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Every person must to eat. I won't kill you, but I can't just let you free. It's too risky. What if I stay for a while and just keep your company? Maybe then everyone will be happy. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and it is worth to risk to take over. Așa. Retrieve the blade. Go back upstairs to retrieve the blade. Așa. I can't believe that. Been thinking. Okay, I'm going to let you go here. Aici sunt foarte multe variante. Încă o dată, extraordinar de multe variante. Hai să-l iau cu partea cu company. Oare mi se pune ca și varianta cealaltă, dar numai acum e blândă, dincolo era rea, adică era ficioasă? Să vedem ce se întâmplă.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
De ce nu?
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help. But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Acum ești malefică.
You can't be serious.
De data asta, pa da, pentru că vreau să văd ce se întâmplă.
Thank you, you won't regret this, I promise.
Deși, oare am forțat-o prea tare că a început să se schimbe.
you're making a huge mistake. No, I think you're doing the right thing.
Și eu cred.
Walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Da, nu-s destul de puternic, n-am gheare și mușchi de jumătate pasăre, vultur.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Din păcate, nu.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Have any other idea? I'm going to check upstairs, maybe the key... Na, asta s-ar putea să se transforme.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Pe mine mă întrebi.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
What? Or if it doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them. Să stai mâna!
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
You fucking piece of shit de narrator! M-a încuiat în pivniță, să te iei naibii!
Someone else here?
Hey, let me out! Try the door, return. Bota de
You
stai.
try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Ai futu vașă mila mătii. Mă întorc
You make your
înapoi.
way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Dar nu vreau.
Easier for whom?
Easier for whom?
Easier
Exact.
for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
Da, super.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Da.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
Da, păi și eu n-ar trebui să fiu panicat în pana mea. Ai vreo idee anume
If we
care...
could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her
Ah,
mouth, her
super.
teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's
What
a
the
time to strike,
fuck?
it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Frate, și-a mâncat... Save the princess.
Fine.
Frate, și-a mâncat carnea, nu vreau să-i văd
Against
așa
your
ceva.
better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above
Nasol.
the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
N-am un șervețel ceva să strângă de dinți, adică nu o să o doară.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She
Nice.
didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Ha! He didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole
No.
ordeal.
She didn't.
She didn't.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
Dar poprește sângerarea, ce faci?
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No. I can't just let her escape into the world.
What the fuck? Naratorule, cum adică?
As the princess approaches the bottom stair,
What?
your body steps forward and raises the blade.
What the fuck? Bă, controlează
Wait,
naratorul.
This isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Exact!
Watch me.
Watch me.
What are you doing?
Slay the princess, slay the princess, slay the princess. Warn her!
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Something's come over you, hasn't
Your
it?
body lunges forward, the blade
Stop
handle
warning
ready to
her.
sink into her heart.
What the fuck?
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Slay her, slay her, slay her. Resist. Deci toate cu slay her. Oare cum ar fi fost dacă îmi dădea și timer?
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
Oh! Oh! Ce tare am ales varianta bună!
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm trying to save her! Narrator!
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture.
Da, este, și ce dacă?
Doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Acum o faci intenționat?
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Îmi place în timp ce... Fato, inima mea e aici, tu mă împugi în toate zonele din lume, te rog, aici e inima, vrei să o desenezi?
Apparently not. It doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound. It won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive.
Oh.
The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
Exact.
Oh, that's rich coming from you.
Huh?
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh. The damsel. Chapterul de
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're here.
I am terrible deja.
Terrible sense of deja vu. If he doesn't remember what happened, then yes, he didn't approve of us last time.
Voice Smith,
If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved.
Our beloved.
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Four of us? Smith, Hero, eu și... Da, corect.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. Seems like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth.
She's more than just deja vu, I'm pretty sure.
We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to...
Let me assume I'm telling you the truth. That's really... We'll listen to you.
Those are two very different questions, but fine. If you were the one who did us in, villain.
Villain?
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price. I beg to differ.
I beg to differ.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that Whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations.
There is a voice of
I believe
reasoning.
your second question was, what's the point of doing it? What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical...
Asta s-a mai întâmplat.
What do you think the people there lived happily ever on? She would never.
She will never.
She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
Exact.
Convoluted. I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
I'm not... I'm with them. I'm going to
That's
find
right,
a way
you can't
to
stop
save.
all of us. We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does. Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with?
Da.
You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make... Just be quick about it. She just can. Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world.
What the fuck?
Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? Before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is. People locked her.
Asta mai zis, people.
I've told you everything you need, not to sound like a
Broken record.
I'm not supposed to say this, but... Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special.
Asta
Calling
mai
us
tot.
special isn't going to make us friends.
Exact.
Even if it did feel nice.
Even if it did feel nice.
Oh, believe me, the last thing I want is for you and I to be friends. But I'm a professional. I'm not going to let my dislike for you get in the way of helping you save the world. Great. Now... A warning. She will lie. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game.
Exact,
It's
man.
your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I
Exact,
think
man.
we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do. But I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't give their bickering any mind. Focus.
Ok, deschide ușa creștine, că venim
The
și
interior
noi
of the cabin is clean and elegant.
O
Its
devenit
stone walls draped in fine-threaded
cauza
tapestries.
că
A
am...
prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this.
Și ce am observat? Fiecare voce pe care fac eu sau la primul chapter pe care mă duc eu, normal că se schimbă și cabana, dar ideea următoare, dacă eu o consider ca și prințesă închisă într-un castel, inocentă, lumea se schimbă ca și când ar fi aia. Dacă consider că e un nightmare, că e o de groază, se schimbă ca și când ar fi de groază. Dacă cred că e o fantomă monstru, se schimbă lumea ca și când ar fi o fantomă monstru.
That's because there isn't. There's definitely a mirror.
Exact.
There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here. In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
Why would you lie about this point?
Exactly. What? Very different. Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. So focus up.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall. This really isn't fun. You reach forward and rub your hand. It was there a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Îmi place că și ei zic că we could have a feather out of place. Deci e clar că eu sunt monstru. Take the blade, enter the basement. Direct. Nici măcar nu mai au cuțitul.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell.
Ce fain arată.
Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more
Beautiful
than
last time.
I can hear wedding bells already.
Te rog, voice of
Held
hero.
my tongue till now.
Așa.
We're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Da, da.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with
What
the
the
princess.
fuck? Acum arată
There's a heavy
și
chain
mai
around
fain.
her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
My spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
We are Dash.
And she called us a hero.
Exact. I'm the voice of hero.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence.
Vreau să văd ce se întâmplă mai
Been here
departe.
before.
That's
Here.
right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us.
Well, she killed us.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
Mare.
You've died before, so an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done.
Yeah.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Kill me last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that? Didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you again? I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there? I'm sorry about what happened the last time. The narrator... Oh, asta aș putea să zic asta.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
Da, she took that in stride. Da, to a surprise extent.
That's because she's perfect.
And that's because
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
What happened after I die?
You died, and now we're talking.
What? What? Scuze-mă, what? A fost prea simplu, prea... But before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world? I didn't bring a knife. You killed me?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
No?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Oh my god.
Listening to her, that's a confession.
That's a confession. No, I don't want to have the feeling. I have no feeling one way or the other about the word ending. Honestly, the word sucks. People are plaguing. No, aici e undeva la... Oh, what the fuck, remain silent. Am trei variante. Una e rămân, bă, așa și așa, nu știu, nu-mi pasă. No, I don't want to add the word. Hai să merg pe varianta 2. I have no feeling, no way or the other about the word ending. Până la urmă m-au ținut prea captiv în...
At least you're being honest. I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a nihilist.
Ha?
The princess shifts in uncomfortable confusion.
Me too. I don't care.
She wasn't confused for long.
If she doesn't care, then clearly she didn't end the world. It would take a great desire for evil to do something so inconceivable, and our dearest has not an ounce of cruelty within her. All is well, and it's high time we rescued our beloved.
Da, you killed me. This hurt a lot.
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we?
Did we?
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
I didn't bring the knife. Do I have to cut you
I'm
out?
okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
What? Serious?
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
Bă, dacă zici tu...
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with.
Ah,
Why
any
the everyone here thinks
idea.
that's weird?
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Am o singură opțiune, unde am...
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I would if you had a weapon.
Ah, oh, fuck! O intervenit ăla! No! No! Ah, probabil vreau să zic că... Ce să faci? Cuțitul-i sus.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
In our life? Oh, fucking shit! Voi să o smiteți. Dacă încerci să faci așa ceva către mine, eu te dau afară.
You wouldn't.
You
I would.
I would.
I'd listen to him if I were you.
He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings.
Ah, deci se poate?
That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it.
I can't believe
I
it.
guess I have to.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace.
Fucking shit. Ugh. Îmi place cum face, da. Dar... Și... Nu pot să mă gândesc că e romantic.
You had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved.
Oh. Doar n-o să-mi pui dintr-o dată un pumnal magic în mână. Sau un
Luckily
curea.
for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Luckily from Mr. Romance, we don't
Who
have...
needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
Să fiu sincer, nu știu. We leave and then we have our one life to figure out what we'll do next. Hai să vedem ce se întâmplă dacă aleg dar de fapt ăsta e explore. Să vedem ce zicea.
End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
Exact, naratorule.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
Serios? Te-am mai întrebat și numele
She
ce...
doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in
Și după ce o să zică, parcă văd, că o să zică I will end of the world.
and then she shrugs.
She shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Bizar. There must be something you want. Do you want to end the world? I just want to leave. We can figure the rest așa. If you want to leave, then let's leave.
I just want to make you happy.
Okay.
She can't just want to make us happy. It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
Se vede că mă înghite universul. De ce? Că am ales o alegere care așteptam să... What the fuck? Ha! Cumva chestiile astea se apropie deși nu fac nimica? Nu știu, am un bug vizual în ochii mei? Sau chestiile astea chiar se apropie la fiecare secundă? La bug vizual. There must be something you want.
I just want to make you happy.
Oh, no, se transformă de la frumoasă la mai frumoasă, la mai frumoasă, la mai frumoasă până moare.
Is she broken? What's going on?
What the fuck?
What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
But what you make you
I just
happy?
want to make you happy.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right. I
Exact.
don't see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
You have to want something more than just making me happy.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now?
Ha?
Like we're the only ones here?
Și atunci cine e în fața mea? Asta e pentru că n-am luat o decizie?
No, she's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here?
I'm going to be okay. Just trust me. We'll be here before. And you always get
But it
scared.
feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt.
It's not the end. Whatever on the other side is going is the end from you, but not from me. I'll see you on the other side. I'm going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so, we'll trust you.
Idioții
She'll be
ăștia.
there waiting for us. I just know it.
Dacă voi ziceți același lucru, you approach the inner, give some reflection, size your reach for așa. The mirrors always make them leave, but you need to see what is it. They are gone. Watch again. I am a monster like last time. You have grown. Grown? Ha? Mâna mea a crescut? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed the cabin. Am dat de asta. The cabbage, perceive the her.
I am sorry I said that I hated you. I do not hate you. When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. When I found you in the long quiet again alone, I was hurt. I thought you had decided to leave me here to wither. But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete. Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
And as you was before, how much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I
Huh?
am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
What does it feel like you change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This
is the only path forward. This is all done. Do you know what you want to do? You know that at the end of this, once you are finished, I'm going to kill you, right? When I go back, it's as if an invisibility wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I have done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen.
Ha,
and
da,
to
chiar că n-am mai
perspectives I
putut.
have already made my own.
A,
They are
serios?
useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Ce aș putea să fac? Că practic am făcut cam toate. Hai să aleg varianta care iau cuțitul jos și până la urmă îl arunc. Și mă duc să salvez prințesa. Oare ce se întâmplă? Do you want to know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Why not? At the end, așa, you have been kinder to me than anyone else. I have me, thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Frumos. Huh.
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Nice.
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
Huh.
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
So you don't have any preference of how change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
Interesting. Deci, practic, eu modelez cum vreau să fie și asta e încă o bucată din părțile ei. Practic, n-am mai făcut celelalte părți. O să încerc să le fac. Am făcut cel cu Hunted, dar n-am făcut ăla cu varianta aia cu Nightmare-ul. Nu l-am făcut. că până la urmă am decis să rămân acolo cu vocile mele interioare. I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence. If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
Okay.
You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
You know.
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
Oh, frumos. Attack the entity? O să încerc data viitoare să văd ce se întâmplă.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Au.
You're on a path. You're here. I'm talking. Don't linger. Look, you're already on the path that. While I appreciate the men, nevertheless, let me assure you, the prince, and before you decide to waste even more of our time, causality doesn't matter here. It's no use arguing semantic unless, of course. Does it? Are you a monarchy? Oh, if only that were the case. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. Like I said, I don't make the rules. Are you serious? Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Stai, cumva mi se deschid mai multe? Do I get some sort of reward? No, asta mai fost. Can you tell me what the price?
It's a secret, but
Asta mai fost. Okay, fine, I'll go to the cabin. Okay, I'm sold. Let's... Okay, thanks for telling me.
then I guess we'll just have to see within each and every. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out. You make your way up.
Okay.
The interior blade is...
Take the blade de data asta și mergem jos în basement.
The door to her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi! Just checking in you. I think I'm going to kill you. Hai să merg cu asta.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Ha. Niciodată.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why will do? Yeah, you catch me, I hear. Nah, I haven't decided yet. Hai să merg pe asta.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare.
Don't you dare.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her.
Da, asta a mai fost. Dar de data asta e drop.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands.
Thank you.
Dar de data asta merge cu personalitatea asta de prințes.
You step forward to speak with the princess face to face. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
Au mai fost
So
asta?
here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Care? Zice, why are you coming on?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
How can I get you? I'm here because you're supposed to end of the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone.
Eh?
I like the world.
I think.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world,
Asta mai
then how
fost.
did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Deflect? No. Tell me no. But I'm sure they have așa, no. And if I be honest, I'm more trust you than.
Sooner or later, you'll
Exact,
understand
hai
that
să
I
fac
have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
I still have a more few questions before I decide to.
Fine. What do you want to know?
How așa? What's your name? O să-mi zică că how long have you down here?
Too long.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
What's your
She
name?
hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do.
Again, she offers no specifics.
Asta mai fost.
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then.
No.
I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. She is.
Oh, have you decided what to do?
You know why you're here.
Da, da. Out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Da, am luat o
You
decizie.
walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Asta a fost și data trecută, dar prințesa era blândă. Acum prințesa e Royal Pain.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains.
Do you have any idea beside me cutting you out of hand? I'm going to check up upstairs. Maybe the key. Hai să merg cu ideea asta.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
I can lose an arm?
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
Exact.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock.
Ah, normal.
Is someone else here?
Try the door.
You're here to...
Hai să zic de data asta. Hey, let me out! I am innocent. Unde mi-e?
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess.
Da, return the basement.
You make your
Nu m-a
way back to
lăsat.
the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply
Da,
slain
da, drop
her
that.
like you were supposed to. Easier for whom?
Exact.
Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Da.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Da, păi mie nu-mi place să fac asta în primul rând. Save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh.
Yes.
The blade is sharp and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone. She pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the knocking
No,
door.
we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape. As the
Yeah,
princess
that's
wait, this isn't fair. You can't just watch me.
Watch me. Okay, one heart.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the
O
blade
scris
into
cu
her
roșu
back,
înainte,
but
nu
the
era?
princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Slay, 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 slay și rezist.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Da, dar acum e diferit față de faza aia, că faza aia era nu, I'm sorry și acum.
I'll make this quick.
Ok, bine, acum de ce e sassy?
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Super.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Oh, asta e expertă.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood
diferit.
flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The prisoner.
You're on a path in
Ha!
the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here.
To slay the princess. Wait, hasn't it?
hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time. Don't forget what he did to us the last time.
Was a skeptic.
I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Let's assume I'm telling you the truth and all this really happened. Why should I bothering?
Those are two very different... Let's say for a moment, if you're back here, the absolute irony.
Așa.
That's one way to put it, I guess. You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically... That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do. But this is a... Sure you are.
Sure you are. Îmi pare rău, scuzați că dau skip, dar asta s-a mai întâmplat.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical, if it's the latter, do you think the people there lived happily? What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we
Exact.
know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul. Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. You're talking in circles. No, I'm talking in facts.
Neadevărat, you talk in a circle.
Just be quick. She just can't. You haven't given us an ounce of proof. You do know that, right? What proof could you possibly ask for?
Îmi place de voice of skeptic, bravo!
Literally
Îmi
anything.
place fiecare voce. Dar în afară de voice of hero, că zici că e vocea mea de... Băi, sunteți siguri, măi? Da!
Fine. Check your pockets.
What? Asta e nouă. Check your leave you...
Put your hands in your pockets and pull out an envelope with the words, "The Evidence," written across the front. Within, you find a note in your handwriting. It reads, "The princess will end the world if you don't stop her.
What the fuck?
This is an immutable truth. That doesn't prove anything. How do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting?"
Exact.
I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please just trust that these rules are in place for a reason. I'm on your side. You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to?
Exactly.
You not doing what I tell you to do means you're putting the world at risk. I think we've got everything out of him we're gonna get. People lock.
Asta v-am mai zis.
Look, Oh. Of course you're special. Yes.
Right.
We're here because we're special.
Așa, bravo,
You're annoyed
sceptic.
that you're here. I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But we're all in this together, and we're dealing with a bit of a ticking clock right now, so please just get to the cabin. I've told you everything you need to know. Go. Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you... Great. A warning. She will lie. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink.
Wink.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
No, I did. Wink. Ce tare a fost asta. Vai, jocul ăsta e o comedie horror toată
The
ziua.
interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to
dincolo
illuminate
era o
the cold,
prințesă
uninviting
închisă
stone
într-un
walls,
turn.
and thick, wrought iron bars barricade
Și aici
the
e-
windows, reminding anyone who enters. The only furniture of note, the blade is your...
This cabin is much different from the...
Very different. Yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own? Maybe it's a different cabin entirely. Now isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I hope this means you'll... So focus up. He definitely... There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade... There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Exact.
I think you know what we have to do.
Exact.
Let's not get caught up in vanity. We should definitely take a closer look. Is this some sort of rehearsed bit? Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Approach the mirror. Take the blade. Oare
Walk
dacă...
up to the wall next to the
Mă, n-am
basement.
încercat să iau take the blade
So,
and snap
Isn't
the
much to
heel.
see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward, it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Maybe.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the... Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely
Oare ce
illuminate
se întâmpla
your
dacă
path,
mă duceam
dancing
fără,
across
deci să le
glimmering
combin
patches of
cumva?
slimy moss on the stone steps.
Sau, de exemplu, să aleg din aia că să o las acolo, încuiată.
Probably be doing her a favor.
Oare putem să combin?
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Ha?
Does she remember us?
Nu cred.
You walk down the stairs
What
and lock
the
eyes with the
fuck?
princess. She looks up at you.
Da, nu, am dat click dreapta. Ups. Aș dori să rezolv de alimentar de grurile...
So much for cutting her out of here.
Ha!
Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Exact.
That was there last time too, wasn't it?
That was there last time too.
It was.
It was, exact.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Do much of anything. Do you see how locked up this is? I'm just going to leave her here. Huh? Sit with her? Slay the princess. No, sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There is fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. You
Exact.
do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you want to sit closer? Nah, nu vreau să
You
se
do as
fac.
she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Frumos.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intention? What do you mean?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
Yes.
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading? You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
Exact, până la urmă. Before, am I the only one who remember?
Oh? Are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
Ah, să
I
ducem.
guess what you said back in the woods really was true. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how?
How?
Exactly.
Exact.
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were.
Mă credeți
I really shouldn't
sau
say anything
nu?
else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
Aia cu Romeo, Rometo și Julieta cu dragoste cerească. Aia nu ne-a plăcut. Îmi place mai mult versiunea asta de prințesă, deși e mai sassy și mă enervează de The Pain Royal, dar îmi place mai mult și dacă are și versiunea de aia de Yandere. Îmi place mult mai mult decât aia altă. Aia altă, nu știu. Mă rog, acum dacă îi să pun dragostea asta, povestea romantică cu o Yandere, e pe locul 2 ca povești romantice cele mai bune pe care le-am văzut până acum. Ca poveste romantică tot e The World is Still Beautiful. E topul numărul 1 îi. Mi-a plăcut foarte mult ăla.
Now hold on, if you knew this could happen, I needed you to believe
What
this
the
was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic.
That's pathetic.
I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
No, asta e interesant. Imperfect information from the sake of the entire world. You need to accept that. Accept that. What? Deci, bă, e greșit că eu încerc să o reconstruiesc pe prințesă. Luând părțile alea.
I won't. Fine. But you won't get another word from me on the matter. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We'll see about that.
Exact.
Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Dar nu pot să zic de what happened after I died last time. How am I supposed to count you out if you don't notice your head is shackled too? That other chain on the wall. Who is it for? Exact. What would you have to do?
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Și ceva m-a făcut foarte interesant legat de chain-ul ăla. Vreau să știu foarte multe despre el.
I
Inspector.
wouldn't do that. And why is that?
Exact.
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
Exact. I'm
Or if he's telling the
skeptic.
truth.
But what if she's telling the
He
truth?
isn't.
He
I
is.
am.
I am. Inspect.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
What is that
Zi.
supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad?
Da, zi.
Yes, it's bad.
Adică.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
Poftim! N-are niciun sens. E ca și când ne spune că chain-ul ăla e ca un șarpe care efectiv s-o sări la gâtul meu.
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Excuse me? Exact.
Yes? Are we stuck here now? Yes.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
Taci cu you sassy.
What are we supposed to do now?
Can't even cut ourselves out.
Guess we'll
Starve.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
Exact.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
So we are both stuck here. What should we do? Oh, that this was going to happen to me. Exact, aș putea să zic asta.
No.
Deci nu știa. So we're both stuck
Yeah.
here. Yep. Not one from small tank, are you?
Nope.
That's rude.
That's rude. Every day. Silent. Silent. Silent.
You and
Okay.
the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting
Yes.
for anything.
This is so boring. There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
But there isn't. Time, it passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold.
At least the world is safe.
It
Exact.
isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How exactly does that work?
Exact. Bravo,
It
sceptic.
just does. But your line of questioning is
But-
interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again.
L-a făcut să tacă din gură.
And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
Exact.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger. And
and larger. Hey.
I don't like small talk, remember?
What?
Still rude.
Still rude.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
She hasn't starved.
Exact.
Yes, she hasn't.
Oh,
Even
okay,
more
good.
silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt
Nice.
seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass.
And pass, and pass, and pass, and pass. Și ea nu moare din cauza că se face foame. Nici eu nu mor din cauza
Until suddenly,
că mi se face
there
foame.
are no walls.
Ha!
Then,
And then.
and
Huh?
I think he's gone.
What the fuck?
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
Interesting.
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Hey! No! De ce? But you don't yet to change to response, nor you will ever. The time will leave. Memory
She's gone.
return.
where did she go? And there's that. No.
It's going to be okay, just ask me. Of course, you are scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
No, that can't be right. There has to be something more.
Approach the mirror. Bye, guys. Gaze into reflection. Silence the foreign. Living. Oh, you have withered. Oh my god. Find yourself in the long quiet watch again. Cross the cabin. Așa, you're at the cabin. Approach to her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction.
Am mai făcut rost
Massive tides
de
ebbing
un
and
ending.
flowing all at once in more
Yay!
directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any all of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
And you can be contradictions. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
I can stand to be contradiction.
As easily
Exact.
as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if...
Oops. Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurt the other. Doesn't it change you? Doesn't make.
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
I have no opinion one way or other on the matter. I just want touching me, and I think hate. If anything, it's make me like you more. I don't know what they want me.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion. This one
Yes.
is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Simply to kill you, or...
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. But know that I do not wish you harm, even if you attempt to destroy me. My perspectives are shadowed.
Huh.
You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. Habar n-am.
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you.
Am înțeles, deci până la urmă că mai ai nevoie de desire. Do you still not care about...
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
Nice. So you don't have any preference on how do you like to change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are. My
Asta
gift
s-a mai
to you
întâmplat?
is to let you choose your...
How many vessels? Asta mă
We
interesează.
will know when we near our destination.
I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Bun. Ok, change the princess.
You're here.
Bine.
Don't look. While I appreciate, nevertheless, and before you causality, it's no use arguing unless. Does it? Oh, if I have to, like I said, are you sick? Of course, I mean, yes. It's. Then I guess we'll just have to eat. So sure, go talk to her. You may.
Bun. De data asta ce am decât să fac? Am decât să mă duc până în punctul în care tănesc pe prințesa, decât să iau ăla cum se numește.
Who's there?
Vocea sceptică. De data asta continuu.
You're still listening to reason.
Da.
Walk down the stairs. She's so focused on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or
Oh,
something?
you can't kill me or something? What? No way. Why would do that? I'm here just to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do.
Exact, drop it.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just
Talk.
Against you, we'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship. I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
S-a schimbat un pic întrebarea acolo. Era ceva de... relationship și acum a zis... Yeah, chiar că... Any reason don't you think I do come here to kill you? Do you know here to kill you? You're supposed to enter. I have been told things, but I'm not sure what to believe. Merge și asta.
Believe me.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen.
Oare ce am făcut așa de diferit? Când am tăcut și m-am dus...
Whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
I'm here because you're supposed to the end of the world.
Do you?
You're apparently going to end of the world. I know what I have been told, whatever or not, I believe it is different.
Don't just tell her that.
A trebuit să dau a doua variantă
But I
să...
don't want to hurt it. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Data trecută, I have been told no, and if I'm being honest, I'm more trust you. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons. Hai să merg pe
Thanks for
varianta.
the vote of confidence.
What if they're bad reasons, though? If they had good reasons for thinking I was dangerous, wouldn't they have shared them with you? I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want to leave. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Încă o
That
dată
doesn't sound
true.
right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's
Exact.
a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my
No.
word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world?
What the
Or do you
fuck?
trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. She hesitates before.
You can address me
Again,
Același lucru.
too long.
you can't. Don't.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes. She isn't suggesting she is.
Da, da.
I'm sure
Același lucru. Ok. Talk enough.
you know. Oh, you have to. You walk up to the chain.
Vreau să văd dacă cumva s-a modificat sau a fost numai un răspuns diferit doar.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the prince.
Da, and if there is the key. Hai să iau varianta asta. I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key was still lying around somewhere, and if it's not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Ai
Someone
același
is here.
lucru. Se pare că...
You try the door here. Your shouts, and I'll repeat. You make your way easier for everyone.
Da, da, is there for
I
who?
heard the door slam. The knife. Pick it up and cut me out.
You won't like what happened.
Save the princess. Slay the princess. Aș putea să fac, dar nu știu ce versiune are și are și Nightmare. Pentru că am făcut asta.
Against you cut into the blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone. She didn't so much as utter. Free from her bond. How is she so composed?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have as the print. Wait, watch me.
Watch me. N-am voie să mă mai duc pe Warner? Oh my fucking god! N-am voie să mai iau versiunea de Warner. Păi și ce se întâmplă dacă alegeam o altă versiune acolo cu What? Ok.
You bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back.
Fuck!
Finally. Okay. There's no going back now. Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much as flinches, turning around to stare.
Are you serious?
Crede-mă că n-aș fi vrut.
I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death with one.
What the fuck?
But I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
Slay the princess sau give up? Am opțiune de give up? Mă pot pune în genunchi și să zic, doamnă, gata.
As
the blade falls from your trembling hands, the princess rears back, readying a bone-shattering haymaker.
Haymaker.
You
Karate.
fall to your knees,
What the
barely
fuck?
able to process the ringing in your ears before she hits you again.
Nu e un monstru, în para mea, știa să lupte karate cu mine.
Every blow is
Oh
as
my
punishing as
fucking
the
god,
first.
dar
You
ce?
feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of
Asta e
you.
tare.
If we're lucky, the wound you manage to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she gets out.
Oh, too weak to even try fighting back. How
She places a confident heel on
Oh,
your chest
fuck.
and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat,
Ugh.
your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't. It can't just end like this.
Exact.
I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark,
And you die.
and you die.
The tower, nu mai dă
You're on a
priză.
path in the you're here to slay her.
What the fuck?
If you don't, it hasn't. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe you know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a. What does it matter what he knows?
Voice
There's
of
nothing we can do to stop
of
her.
the broken.
She's just going to kill us again.
Opa.
She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second
Și am vrut să
guessing
fac
yourself.
combinații. Dar dacă nu mă mai alege să fac varianta aia, mă întreb dacă mă lasă să fac variantele alelalte.
Those are two very different. You died. Of course we died. She didn't feel pain. She didn't feel much of anything, did she? And she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die.
Da.
What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her now? She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I
Nice.
believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing? What do you mean? Of course there weren't any Yes, but in this purely hypothetical, if it's the latter, do you think the people there, if she ended the entire world, why should we even bother? We might as well just walk up to that cabin, break her chains and let her do whatever she wants. It's all
Oh.
the same in the end. Just
Oh.
because she is capable of ending
Just
the
give
world doesn't
voice
mean
of
you're not
cold.
capable of slaying her.
No,
Both
voice
of
of
those things can
broken.
be true at the same time. So chin up. Just be quick. Like I said, if we're not. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending that we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're
Realistic.
being annoying.
You're being annoying.
Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely people look. Oh, I didn't know. Of course you're special. Who cares if you think you're special? As far as I can tell, the only thing special about us is that we get to experience painfully dying all over again.
Nice.
I've told you everything. The less you know. Great.
Îmi place când
Oh,
vorbesc.
But she will lying, cheating.
Think?
Why
Why
would she
even bother?
She didn't need to do anything like that last time. She
Exact.
caught us off guard last time. We'll be fine. Let's just keep our wits about us. At least one of you still has a shred of sense. Just make sure you listen to him and not that whiner.
Why not?
If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
Deschide ușa. Și acum cabana s-a
The
transformat
interior
într-un
of the
turn.
cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would
What the
suggest.
fuck?
The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine The blade is your implement. Why do we feel so small?
What the fuck?
We
Exact.
don't feel small. We are small.
You didn't say anything about the bureau. The camera is
Maybe that's
different.
because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means... That's because there's death and there isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to die anyway.
And I'm sure that if we looked in it,
Ce place,
we'd
bă?
just see something sad and miserable looking
Prison
back at
Tower
us.
Dungeon.
We don't need any
Nici nu
reminder
mai
of
știu ce e.
what we are. It would only make things worse. For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror, so no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future. Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal. Probably. Do
Probably.
you not know what we look like? He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
I care about whatever I'm being late to. There's a mirror. It doesn't matter if there's a mirror. Hai de data să merg pe chestia asta.
But it does matter. Don't you care if we're being lied to? If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us? I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be. But there was a mirror a second ago. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left
Unseen. Take the blade, enter. Take the blade. De
You
data
take the
asta.
blade from the
Enter. În basement. Iar coborâm jos. Să urcăm sus de
The
data
door
asta.
to the basement creaks open,
Oh.
revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably... Her booming voice rolls up.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Oh, Lady Dimitrescu! Te-am găsit în
When
sfârșit!
you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We
Need to see
Should we
her.
be worried about your sudden change in attitude?
Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the
Lady
princess, there you go.
Dimitrescu! Continue down the stair.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you,
Oh
almost
my
glowing in the
God.
big starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her.
Lady
Chain binds her
Dimitrescu!
wrist to the far wall.
Oh my
The chain
god!
is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I
Huh?
told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity.
Oh,
Drop it.
drop
The
it.
blade slips from your fingers and clatters uselessly to the floor. We didn't have to do that. And yet you did. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I
Exact.
understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Oh my god!
Kneel.
Oh no. No!
But the words don't leave your mouth. Instead, your legs buckle and
Oh,
your
oh.
knees hit the floor.
Oh!
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
Huh?
I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it?
Mm.
It certainly does.
And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our
Deci aici s-a
conversation.
făcut super villain.
I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson.
You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't...
Well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she?
then you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it?
He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. If you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off.
Yay!
You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
Just because you are supposed to enter the door doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can do așa. I have the question for anything. What happened to you after I die? Exact.
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird. There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Just because you are supposed... Da.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
What? I'm your command.
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
Are you fucking kidding me? I'm little. What I can? So powerful. Can you just break the chain yourself?
Of course she can.
It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world.
That's exactly why it's
Rude.
We should know our...
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It is the destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you.
The song of you. Deserve to be struck by my glory over the head of the road about.
And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn.
Nice.
Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
Nice. Bene.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent?
Yes.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say.
Cum o urât și după aceea.
No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close.
Nu te mă, că
I won't
arată
let you
sexy
do
rău de tot.
this.
E Lady Dimitrescu 2.0.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong.
Huh?
Trying to conceal you from me.
What? Puterile tale au ajuns așa de mare încât îți dai seama că e cineva?
Is that a person?
No.
It
It
used to be a person.
person.
It's something different now.
An echo. The multi-hands. Stai un pic, au pene.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me. She...
You're a small one, aren't you?
Oh.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No,
No. What are you talking about?
I
I
just...
don't care what you are. You're mine.
Oh!
Ah!
Ah!
Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Break my chain.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade.
All you need to do is believe it's been done.
Okay, and what if I don't believe? What happened then?
You poor, wretched little thing. You already do believe. You've always believed. All you have to do is open the last door to your heart.
What?
It's easy. Once you let her in, you'll be safe.
And free
Please
forever.
don't do this.
I have to. It's over. I'm sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry about. This is how it was always going to be. It is good.
It is
All
good.
right, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna go sit in the corner. Let me know if we get our agency back.
I'm just going to sit in the corner. Let me don't even get our agency back. Ah, it's a touch.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are.
Oh.
Come, it's time for us to leave. Nothing, and then everything.
Ah. Oh no! No! Your power! Lady Dimitrescu, no! But you do not take her hand, nor will you ever. It's time to leave, memory
She's
return.
gone. Where did she go? There's that mirror again.
It's going to be
It
okay.
feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. I don't want to look at us.
It's not the end, whatever on the other side. It is end for you. I will see you on the other side. I'm going.
If you say a mercy.
A mercy. Acum e rând ce mi se va întâmpla de data asta. You approach, reflected. Oh, you have unrevealed. You have unrevealed. What? You find yourself in low quiet. Watch again. Cabit. What the fuck? Nici măcar e atât de mare încât nici măcar nu. What?
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
What the fuck? Deci în practic aici e goală?
Do you know what we'll find out there?
Is that a rhetorical question? Do you know? Do you want to tell me?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me, short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm
Nu, câte
asking you
mâini
because I
trebuie
cannot
să...
know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
There's a tree and a star, and there are people, I think. At least there are supposed to be people. Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we are real? Do you have thought on... Happen when you awaken, when you send me back, I'm alone. There's a voice, a spark. Hai să răspund la întrebare, că Vocea e altceva.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last. We are real.
Nothing is an ideal. This one is dominance. A
Dominance.
figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you. If I did, I would already be awake.
Da, when you send me back, I'm not alone. There's a voice that speaks to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he want me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessel had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Lives in space beyond? S-ar putea. He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does, and when I find him, you and are finally going to have an answer. He does, and I'm going to heal him. He does, but you are going to keep that to yourself. No. You and I.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
How many vessels?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
One? What the fuck, serios? There are mai multe versiuni. If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you? If this is the last stage before your completion, when I'm not going back, I'm just going to stay here. I'm ready to go back. Yeah, something.
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
When the thread is fully drawn? Dacă merg pe varianta cu prințesa și după aceea o dau stab, unde ajung? If this is the last stage before așa...
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time. I'll wait with you.
There is no waiting. Wait.
I will see you when you return. What textures will you leave for yourself to occupy forever?
You
will
and
you place
I...
the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating its... You'll always come back to the box.
Can I save 2 seconds că o să-mi dea... Da. You are ready to return to mine. Ok, bine. Da. Cam atât o să fie. Vreau să fac asta pentru că știam că o să închidă. Nu știu dacă cumva se dă reset, dar de fapt am salvat oricum. Da, deci data viitoare când o să intru și ies din start. Vreau să închei pentru că deja e foarte târziu. Mâine mă trezesc la 7 ca să... Nici nu vreau să mă gândesc. Deci plec într-o călătorie foarte lungă. Deci, ce să zic, suntem foarte aproape de final. Mai avem nevoie de încă o DAI și facem practic zis, mă rog, tot îmi dă indicii cum ar trebui să găsesc următoarea vessel, dar chestia următoare, mi se pare că sunt mai multe ending-uri și tu poți combina vessel-urile alea, practic, între ele. Cred că aia bag de seamă. Și e altceva. Pentru că eu am luat the vessel of the death, moartea, the vessel of beauty, the vessel of domination. Ha! Stai, am luat și vessel-ul ăla, că nu mi-amintesc. A fost înghițit, așa-i? Atunci când am stat The Vessel of Time. Pa da, am luat și The Vessel of Time. Deci în total 5 veseluri sunt nevoie ca aia să devină unul singur și încă nu știu ce se întâmplă dacă bag ending-ul ăla cu broke myself. Mor efectiv și ending. Deci sunt foarte multe mistere și aș vrea să le întâmpli pe toate, dar ați văzut că odată ce faci tu un timp, deci acolo cu faza cu chain-ul care m-am prins eu, în loc să dau rescue, să văd ce se întâmplă dacă îi tăi capul, mâinile, picioarele, unde ajung? Ajung la faza aia, sunt moarte și vin după tine. Ca atunci când am încercat, adică am omorât-o, dar m-a dus și m-a sinucit și eu. Da, în fine. O vom vedea noi data viitoare. Și dacă v-ar interesa, am putea combina alte veseluri, să vedem, ar putea combina cele mai groznice veseluri. Efectiv, numai alea să mă duc pe ele. Ar fi ceva. No. Cam atât o să fie. Sper că v-a plăcut. Dacă v-a plăcut, lăsați-mi un like. Și ce vă zic, noapte bună și ne vedem data viitoare. Cu siguranță nu o să mai încerc varianta asta. Este foarte deranjant la ochi. Pa!